welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some top tips on how to cook the perfect roast dinner. And where better to learn how than the home of the roast, Toby Carvery. They contacted me and asked me if I'd like to come in, meet with their head chef and learn how to make the perfect roast for my family. So of course I said yes, but I also said yes because I have a major soft spot for Toby Carvery. When I was 14 years old, my first ever job was waitressing at a Toby Carvery, and I worked there for 4 years until I was 18 and I went off to uni. So I love it, and it's actually the place where I first laid eyes on my husband Matt. He used to come in and eat with his family while I was waitressing, and we used to always look at each other, but we never spoke. So I know the brand really well, but I don't actually know how to cook a roast very well. So I'm really looking forward to learning how I can take what they do here in the restaurant every single day and how I can do it at home by myself. As the boys are getting older, I'd love to be the type of mum who could make an amazing roast dinner while they're out at football or even host Christmas. So yes, let's get started. I'm off to meet the head chef now. I'm here with James now, but first things first, feeling very professional now. I'm ready to learn. So James is going to be teaching me all his secrets. He's the head chef here. I know like the basics of how to cook a roast, but you were saying for Christmas you want to maybe make it a bit more special. Yeah,
the hero of the day is going to be the turkey or vegetarian options if you've got veggies joining you. But for me it's about taking those vegetables that you can have every Sunday and just pimping them up, making them a little bit special. So we can easily boil these carrots, but to take it to the next level we can add some honey, we can add some mustard to it, just glaze them through the oven. With our parsnips we can add some sort of maple syrup and just glaze them, make it a bit sweeter. Our Brussels, we've got some lovely smoked bacon which will just bring out a whole new sort of level of flavour to it. Even something simple as our red cabbage, we can add some orange juice and some cranberry sauce, just makes it a lot tastier. Some roasted shallots with a little bit of gravy over would just be really nice for that roast dinner. Extra flavours. Your simple roast potatoes, just roast those with some normal oil, and if we add some rosemary and some garlic, a little bit of black pepper, just adds a whole new level of flavour to them. In terms of turkey, because I must admit I am the type of person who just sticks a chicken in their slow cooker for 5 hours on high and like hopes for the best. So this is going to feed a lot of people. So one extreme to the other here. So this is the legs removed and the wings removed. So this is purely the white meat, the breast meat. So the great thing about that is it cuts down the cook time. So a joint that size will probably feed about 10 people. But it only takes about 2.5 hours to cook. Once it's cooked, let it rest for a good half an hour to 45 minutes. That gives you time to get your vegetables cooking. If you go down the other end of the scale, this is what Toby used.
Wow.
Feed about 25 to 30 people from a 9 kilogram joint like that. The average Toby will go through 20 of those on a Sunday. Or Christmas Day, along with the other joints as well.
We've just put our turkey crown in the oven. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the boys are actually coming in later to join us to eat what I'm actually making. What is the number one tip you think that makes a good roast?
Number one tip for me is cooking a roast dinner is actually really, really easy. It's the timing that people get wrong. So as much prep as you can get done in advance, the better you will be. So if we do a lot of these the night before, we can pre-boil our roast potatoes or steam them off first. We can do the same with our parsnips. Do that, cool them down, then it's just a case of finishing those in the oven a bit nearer the time when your guests are arriving.
So that is the number one mum hack, to do all of your preparation the night before and then you're literally just finishing it off on the day.
Chop some vegetables in.
Yes.
Okay. Then we're going to do these by hand. In Toby Carvery we've got massive rumblers that do this for us.
We're now going to cut up the veg, and James is going to teach me how to do a Japanese rolling cut of a carrot. He said it's a way to make your carrot go a bit further and it looks quite nice as well. So we're going to teach you how to do that. So basically you just have to peel the carrot, cut it into quarters, and then as you're cutting each quarter, roll it as you cut, and this will give you more surface space for the glaze to stick to, and it will make your carrots go further as well. Top tip for parsnips, what you want to do is peel them, cut them into quarters, parboil them, and then put them into your oven to roast, and then in the last 5 minutes just add a little bit of maple syrup, my favorite, and then they'll have a really lovely glaze on them. On to sprouts now, which just makes you think of Christmas, and James is going to teach us a way to make them extra special.
These ones we got here are actually trimmed for us already. I remember my nan always sort of putting a cross in the bottom to speed up the cook time. it's all a myth. It doesn't make any difference at all to the cook
Really?
time. No, I'd love to say it shaves 10 minutes off it, but it really doesn't. It just means they'll be slightly sort of soggy if you do that. I mean, I personally think sprouts have a bit of a bite to them. So we're going to boil these off. We're going to then finish them with some grilled bacon, crispy bacon, just over the top. We're going to add the fat as well, just to give it a little bit more flavour, a little bit of salt and pepper, and that'll be fantastic.
We're now going to add red cabbage, which looks amazing on the plate at Christmas. Just adds that bit of colour. So all James said to do for the prep, which you can do the night before, is just cut it into quarters and then shred it up. Keep it in a Ziploc bag, and then after you cook it, just add a little bit of cranberry sauce and orange juice, and it makes a really nice, like, sweet glaze on it. On to the heroes of the roast dinner, the roast potatoes. This is very important to my husband and children.
We've got a King Edward potato here, but you're really looking for quite a sort of a potato that's made for roasting. I try and avoid the sort of all-rounder. You'd be quite.
So it's King Edward, do you think?
I personally would go for King Edward, yeah. Peel them the night before, put them in a bucket of water or a pan of water, leave it out in the garage or the shed, covered, save you prep time in the daytime. About what you cook them in. Personally, your duck fat and your goose fat is going to be amazing, really, really tasty, but you'll get a good result using vegetable oil or sunflower oil, or even some of the oil sprays as well. We're going to roast these, and we're going to add some garlic and some rosemary to them.
A top tip from James when it comes to roast potatoes is to have a mixture of different sizes, because people at Christmas, some will like the bigger ones and some will like the little crispy ones, so just have a good mixture for everyone. Our potatoes are parboiled now, and the key to perfect crispy potatoes is to ruffle them. So you basically just shake them about.
Yeah, just shake them up. So shake them in a tray. You sort of see these fluffy bits, they're going to turn into really sort of crispy roast potatoes. A couple of potatoes might break, it's not the end of the world, it's just going to go sort of really crispy as well. So I'm going to get my tray ready, and then what we'll do is, when the turkey comes out to rest, we can whack these in the oven, 190 degrees, until they're nice and cooked.
So there's another mum hack for you. James thinks it's completely acceptable to buy store-bought stuffing and then pimp it up with some cranberries or some onions or some walnuts, or you can basically chuck anything into it, but cranberries will give it that really nice sweetness, so that is what we're doing today. Another thing we're going to add to our roast dinner is shallots, and we're literally just going to cut them up. Roast them. And I wouldn't necessarily think to include that normally, but all we're going to do is cut it in half, take the peel off of it and roast that, and then put a little bit of demerara sugar on it and balsamic vinegar, and James assures me that it is delicious. Everything is in the oven and cooking now, and the boys will be arriving in about half an hour, so they'll all be ready for when they get here. It feels so weird being back in the Toby Carvery. I feel like I should be wearing like my waitress uniform or something, but I'm really excited for the boys to try what I've made. Right, we're all set to go out there now, and the gravy is on the table. One little tip to make your gravy a bit more special: cranberry sauce.
Yeah, or port.
Yeah, cranberry sauce or port or horseradish, you said even.
Yeah.
So yes, but now I'm gonna go and show the boys. All for you. Daddy's gonna carve.
The biggest piece of turkey.
Nice job.
Yummy.
Look what's inside, Fraser. Look at that. I want to try some.
You want a bit? Okay, I'll put some on your plate.
Do you like it? Wow, yummy. Are you impressed?
Yeah.
So the boys are thoroughly impressed, and we are now just going to order some desserts. I love the desserts in here. I hope you liked this video and you got some tips. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.
Really impressive dinner you made, Mama.
So you can have some dessert.
Yeah.
What are you having?
I make my own sundaes.
Do you think Mummy should make that again? Good. Daddy hasn't got to cook anymore. Huh?
I like the turkey.
You like the turkey? Do you think Daddy should never have to cook again?
No.
No. Mummy do the cooking.
Mama and Dada.
Ah, yeah, we do it together.
Teach you how to do good cooking.
Mummy, teach me. Yeah, now she's had a lesson. Yeah, she can teach me.
Not me.
Now you.
Definitely popping candy.
I can hear it. Is it good? Is it the nicest thing you've ever eaten?
Yes.